Okay, this week was all about a bad amendment on a bad bill, C-9, that is still a bad bill even without the bad amendment. Let me break it down. First, wherever you are watching this, please like, subscribe, and comment. That moves it up in the algorithms for your friends, and please share. On December 1st, the National Post ran this article. Liberal deal with the bloc means hate speech laws will lose exemption for sincerely held religious belief, which set off a flurry of members of parliament and citizen action groups doing videos and social posts that pretty much broke the internet, getting this on everyone's radar and fast. Tuesday, December 2nd, the Justice Committee was scheduled to meet possibly up until midnight to go over the legislation line by line. That meeting was abruptly ended by the Liberal chair. Don't know why. It was supposed to reconvene yesterday, Thursday, December the 4th at 3:30 Eastern Time. On Wednesday, December the 3rd, Canadians like you from C to C from a variety of faiths began to contact members of parliament and members of the bloc specifically, with a flood of people making phone calls to 5 Liberal and bloc members on the Justice Committee. On Thursday, member of parliament offices woke up to full inboxes and phones ringing off the hook. That was a good moment. Also Thursday morning, the Canadian Council of Catholic Bishops emailed Prime Minister Mark Carney directly with a strong letter opposing the amendment to C-9, a true boom moment. So the combination of a flood of phone calls, that's you, the bishops rising, and other faith groups pushing back on Thursday, also the Justice Committee meeting where the amendment was supposed to be tabled and voted on was canceled. Likely until Tuesday, December the 9th, or not seeing it. Stay tuned. So where are we at? Clearly the Liberals are regrouping and doing their political calculus on what to do. They are in a tough spot. If they support the amendment, they're not going to be in the good books with faith communities nationwide, Muslims, Catholics, Protestants, earth lovers maybe, from C to C, who knows. If they do not support the amendment and break their deal with the bloc, they are going to lose political capital with the bloc, annoy them, maybe anger them, and that's not going to be good for future votes where they need the bloc's help. So let's see what they do. Again, I want to emphasize that your calls made a game-changing difference. Check out this clip from a statement that Member of Parliament Andrew Lawton made on the floor of the House of Commons Thursday, December the 4th.
Now, what I suspect may have happened is the Liberal government has been receiving the similar calls and emails to the ones that have been coming into my office from Canadians who are very alarmed by this amendment and in general by what C-9 means for freedom of expression and for religious freedom. They are alarmed by this. I have received calls from members of the Jewish community, the Muslim community, the Christian community, Hindus, Sikhs, all of them saying that they do not trust that their religious freedoms will be preserved if the Liberal government proceeds with this secret deal it has with the Bloc Québécois to remove fundamental religious safeguards from the criminal code.
Look at you go. Having said all this tornado-ness is about a bad amendment on a bad bill. Other items of concern that members of parliament have been raising about the bill are this. As currently drafted, it dangerously alters section 319 of the criminal code by, number 1, removing the attorney general's consent requirement, thereby eliminating a safeguard against politically motivated or overzealous prosecution, and number 2, redefines hatred as an emotion of detestation or vilification, a vague and subjective standard that risks criminalizing ordinary debate, disagreement, or criticism. These changes would expand government power over speech while weakening the checks and balances that protect citizens in a free democracy. So we need to catch this. Even if the Bloc Amendment removing protection for sincerely held beliefs does not go through, which would be awesome, the bill as a whole is still alive and will still go back to the floor of the House of Commons for a vote. It has already had first reading and passed second reading, which is why it's in committee right now. Next is the report stage on the floor of the House and then the third reading vote. If it passes third reading, it goes to the Senate, the Liberal-dominated Senate. And given that it is a Liberal bill, it would most likely pass through the Senate with no problem. So if you care about this issue, I encourage you to plan to engage in the long game, sign the For My Canada petition, and sign up for our email list so you can stay connected. Our goal at For My Canada is not just to be a popular podcast, though, hey, that would be cool. It's to coach people like you who care. If you are still watching this, you care. We're here to help you have a real impact. Political intelligence tip right now. Number one, keep the pressure on. Currently, the action point is to continue calling the Bloc and Liberal members of Parliament on the Justice Committee, and maybe add to that Prime Minister Mark Carney and Justice Minister Sean Fraser. Number two, if you live in Quebec, add to your call list the members of the Bloc Québécois. Recently, a retired cabinet minister told us that if her office got even just 3 phone calls, not emails, not petition signatures, but phone calls on an issue, it would send a shockwave through their office. Remember that the more effort it takes, the more impact it makes. Phone calls are king. Number 3, if you are outside of Quebec and want to put your shoulder into this even more, which would be amazing, start calling the entire Liberal caucus. There are 170 members. Maybe consider doing 5 calls a day until you are finished. Overachievers, you can do 10 a day. Visit formycanada.com for links to contacts and phone lists. We will be getting it all up there for you and your 1,000 best friends in this cause as soon as we can. What about that Conservative petition going around? Well, I say this. No harm in signing it, but it's not the most powerful thing that you can do. It will simply put you on the Conservatives' internal email list so that they know that you care about this issue. The For My Canada petition is a little bit different. When you sign that one, it will trigger an email to all the members of the Justice Committee, so your voice is registered immediately right there. As for other petitions, I don't really know what they all do, but hey, there's no harm in signing them. If all it does is put you on an email list, you can always unsubscribe. If a member of Parliament starts an official House of Commons petition, it will be tabled on the floor of the House of Commons at some point. Other members of Parliament may or may not be interested or present when it's tabled. Bottom line, the most impactful thing that you or I can do is this. Pick up the phone, pick 5 numbers a day, call them, let them know that you want them to vote against C-9. The next most powerful thing is signing that For My Canada petition with the auto trigger emails. And in summary, I want to emphasize again that we want to stop more than just the amendment. We want to see C-9 die altogether if we value religious freedom in Canada. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. And if you appreciate these updates, they take time and resources to do, and we're happy to do them. But we do need your support to keep going, to donate to help us keep at it. Swing by formycanada.com. Every amount makes a real difference. It's not tax deductible, but huge rewards. If not now, then when? The nation goes to those who show up. Thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, and share.